Welcome to AnimalWing video. As with all relationship, even dogs and humans can often have misunderstanding, but some of them go unnoticed. To avoid these issues with your faithful friend, you will have to ask yourself a number of questions. For example, you should know how adults think, what their basic needs are, or what things usually bother them. Do you want to know these common annoyances? Well, you're about to find out in this AnimalWing video. Hairdryers, vacuum cleaners, cars, or fireworks are some examples. This is normal since dogs have exceptional hearing and are much more sensitive to science than us. Therefore, any noise that might disturb you will surely terrify your pet. Obviously, there are dogs that have been bred to deal with loud noises, and they won't get scared. However, it is true that most hate it and will need comforted. Sometimes the subject of strong odors is also something to consider. Just like their ears, a dog's noise is much more powerful than a human's. Therefore, any smell that seems quite strong to you will be incredibly intrusive to your pet. Some owners speak to their dogs a lot, although that's fine. If we speak too much without using gestures or short words that can easily be understood, we end up just burdening them. Dogs prefer that you communicate with them through your body language and when you use short words or signs. This helps them during their training. Perhaps when you're in a bad mood or angry, because your dog has done something you don't like, you pass on that anger and negatively. Still, it's important to remember that if you scold your dog randomly or not right after their mishap, they will never understand what's going on or what they've done wrong. This bothers them a lot and can end up causing stress, and even fear. Dogs like to have a routine because they feel safer and more relaxed. Failure to stick to schedules, nagging them or giving them inconsistent directions, means that your dog will never integrate into your home properly and can remain in a state of stress or discomfort. Set a schedule for your best friend. Always offer good care and stick to the same directions and commands. Then they will never be restless or upset. Dogs really do not like intense eye contact. If you ever stared into your dog's eyes before, you probably noticed them shying away, or perhaps you've noticed them holding the gazing growling. Prolonged eye contact represents a challenge to a dog and can trigger a state of alert or fear. Avoid staring at a dog that doesn't know all. They could develop a dislike. There are many things that are normal for us that we love to do, such as hugging and kissing our furry friends. Unfortunately, they do not interpret everything as we do, and, of course, dogs don't hug and kiss like humans. It can be very confusing for a dog to constantly receive kisses from their owner, especially if they're not used to it since they were a pup. Although they were very affectionate and submissive dogs, who do accept hugs, most do not tolerate them much. It's okay to hug them and give them a kiss, but be careful not to overdo it and make sure to watch for signs that they are uncomfortable. They may raise their ears, yawn, or even bare their teeth. Very often there are things we do wrong when we walk our dog, but we must learn to correct these. If we want to enjoy this time outside, some things we can keep the leash tall, or a constantly jerky, not letting them sniff their surroundings. Too often owners walk for such a short time, and are in a hurry to finish, but dogs take quite a while to explore their surroundings. They need to smell to go to the toilet and to play. Avoid rushing walks and use an anti-cool harness if you can't handle the leash properly. Of course, if it is very cold outside or you need to cover some part of your dog's body due to injury, you can dress them in a sweater or a special piece of clothing. If your vet recommended clothing for your pet, please do listen to them. With that said, what we need to remember is that for the most part, clothing is simply decorative and serves no function for pets. If they are uncomfortable, cannot walk properly, or simply feel restricted, you should remove the clothing. Some dogs will learn to tolerate it. But many will not understand why some humans are laughing or staring at them. Although people do so from an affectionate place, dogs can't perceive this, they just end up nervous. Daily cleaning is normal for humans, but not for dogs. They are kept clean in their own special way, and their body odor is a way to communicate with others. If we regularly clean them when they are not actually dirty, when we wash them, we must not use products with strong scents. You must create it for dog hair and almost odorless. Because of the powerful nostrils, these sweet scents will be unbearable to them. Dogs can't stand being bored, they want to do things constantly, while spending time with you, so they hate when you ignore them or act boring, and obviously they hate it when you're away from home and don't know when you'll return. Hence their joy when you do. The worst thing that can happen to a dog is that we abandon them. They will never understand why, and it'll hard for them to trust humans again. So avoid being bored, stimulate and entertain your dog, and always be around for them. They will appreciate it infinite amounts. And this completes our list of things that dogs hate about humans. What do you think? Can you identify your dog in any of these situations? Share your experiences in the comments, or ask us any question you may have. Oh, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fun videos. See you soon.